Hi everyone, welcome to Anaheim Park Tourist. I'm Jim, this is Crystal, and this is February 2025 news for the Disneyland Resort. We make this news in hopes that it will make your next trip just a little bit easier. And we're gonna first off with a little bit of hotel news. And over at the Pixar Place Hotel, the pool will be going down for refurbishment starting February 3rd, and there's no reopening date at this time. If you are staying at the Pixar Place Hotel, you can go ahead and use the Disneyland Hotel pool. And the good news is you can still use the pool deck for fireworks viewing in the evening. Over at the Hilton Anaheim Convention Center, this is the main Hilton in the area, their pool will be down for refurbishment until summer of 2025. And currently that Hilton is undergoing a massive refurbishment.
We did want to point out that the Haunted Mansion Holiday will be opening at the start of Halloween season, which is August 22nd, 2025. We know a couple weeks ago there was a lot of confusion surrounding when Haunted Mansion Holiday was going to open, and Disney did confirm it will be opening August 22nd.
February 8th is the last day for the red car trolley, so if you are going to the park between now and February 8th, make sure you get that last ride in and get some photos and some long-lasting memories, because the odds are this attraction will not be making a return.
We did want to point out this time of year there's lots and lots of refurbishments going on normally, and this year we think there will be even more because they're getting ready for the 70th anniversary. So if you have a trip coming up in the next couple months, be prepared to see a lot of construction walls all over the parks.
President's Day weekend officially starts on the 15th through the 17th, so you can expect big crowds that weekend since all schools do have this as a 3-day weekend. Sweetheart Nights continues through the month of February, and this is a special ticketed event over at Disneyland. So if you are a general admission ticket holder at Disneyland, the parks will be closing early at 8 p.m. and those nights are on February 4th, 6th, 9th, 11th, and 13th.
Currently at Disney California Adventure, they're celebrating the Lunar New Year, and it will run through February 16th, and there'll be special entertainment and food for the Lunar New Year. And during this time, the main parade route at California Adventure gets incredibly crowded, mainly because most of the food booths are along that route. So just be prepared if you are going to California Adventure, that main parade route is going to be crazy to try to walk through.
And that brings up the next food festival. Those parade routes will be crowded for this event as well, and that is the Food and Wine Festival over at California Adventure, and that begins February 28th and continues through April 21st. The good news is Soarin' Over California makes its annual return during this event. We love Soarin' Over California, and it's always exciting when you can ride one of our old favorites.
The Run Disney event is going to be happening January 30th through February 2nd. And we did notice that on February 2nd, Disneyland Park will not be opening until 9 a.m. that day instead of the usual 8 a.m. Currently, there are no parades or cavalcades scheduled on the calendar at all. We're thinking maybe they won't have anything until the 70th anniversary starts. Of course, that is subject to change, so please check the calendar before your trip.
That brings us on to refurbishments happening at Disneyland, and all these refurbishments but one have a to be determined date. And we're going to first start off with the Disneyland Railroad, which is currently closed. The monorail, It's a Small World, closes January 21st and does not have a reopening date yet. Meet Tinkerbell at Pixie Hollow is still closed. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is scheduled to reopen on the 70th, and that is May 16th. And finally, Jolly Holiday is still closed with no reopening date in sight.
Over at California Adventure, Redwood Creek Challenge Trail is currently closed and has no reopening date, and so is Grizzly River Run. It's currently closed with no reopening date.
Upcoming conventions that may affect your trip for the month of February: Spirit Nationals, which is a cheerleading event, will be happening on February 14th, so expect a lot of teens in the park on that weekend.